Alright, so whole bunch of new weapons for the season. We didn't get any new exotic armor pieces or any strand fragments by the looks of it. So we're gonna focus on the weapons since that's all we seem to have gotten. We have a Wish Keeper bow, which is not gonna lie, I actually do like the way it looks. It looks pretty cool, so I'm actually kind of excited for this thing. It is some sort of quest exotic or something like that, so we'll see what happens. We're not sure when it will come out, but yeah, we'll see. I am a little excited for it, so we'll see. Um, to get off with, it is so precision hits and final blows build energy towards a snare weaver arrow that can be fired from the hip. On impact, snare weaver arrows create a pattern of traps that spin nearby targets. So it's like anarchy meets suspend, kind of, which is interesting. This weapon deals bonus damage to suspended targets, gain faster draw time for a short duration when you suspend a target from any source or damage a suspended target with this weapon. English, but it's fine. But yeah, it looks really cool. It's got some cool perks, basic traits. It's got snare weaver traps last longer. Snare weaver traps can suspend to more targets. And then it's got Vorpal, so more damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians, which I think is useless. It's literally useless for it. And then it's got Hatchling, which is interesting. Precision final blows are rapidly defeating targets with a non-precision weapon. Spawns a Threadling at this target's location. It could be cool, I don't know. Because, I mean, obviously, it's normal Hatchling. Since it's a bow, it requires precision hits. If it actually worked with the hip fire, or worked with the body shot, maybe. But I don't know. I think these two will be the best. Excited for it. Um, Snare Weavers, Exotic Intrinsic. This one gives +5 handling and stability increase, but it doesn't. Oh, +5 stability and handling. Sorry, I misread that. And then +10 stability, +5 handling, +5 reload. +10 stability, +10 handling, +10 reload. I'm assuming that doesn't stack. It's like increased every time, so it's +5 of each. But yeah, so not too good on that side. But this could be interesting. This could be fun. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Um, yeah, it's not a bad weapon. So I'm excited for it. See how good it is for PvE or in PvP. It might potentially be really good in PvP. Potentially. We'll see. Dragon's Breath's also back. Obviously, they re-brought it back. Um, obviously, you can see this in game right now, but we'll still go over it. Rockets embed themselves in struck targets and periodically eject incendiary fuel that inflicts scorch. The longer this weapon goes without firing, the more fuel the next rocket contains. Igniting nearby targets partially replenishes fuel. This weapon refills itself from reserves after gaining maximum fuel. I don't know where the catalyst is at. To look at the catalyst. It should be oh, right here. Sorry, brain dead. Or brain upgrades this weapon. Oh, it doesn't matter. This weapon replenishes its full fuel faster. Defeating targets with this weapon causes them to periodically drop fire sprites. So basically just free fire sprites. And every quarter charges it quicker. So potentially good. Potentially good. Let's go back to that bow real quick. See, I don't know. I don't think there was a catalyst anywhere, was there? Yeah, no, there's a mod slot. I think that's where the catalyst would go if there was one, but there is none. So I guess they didn't put a catalyst with the bow, which is kind of dumb. Unless that's what these are going to be, I'm guessing, actually. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, so empty catalyst slot. Okay, these are the catalysts. Got you. Okay. My brain no work sometimes. Sorry about that. They brought Breakneck back, but they absolutely shat on it, in my opinion. The role to go for fun, you could use Onslaught again. I don't know how good it is. It might be really good still, and if it is, then go for it. But truthfully, I'd rather have a damaged one, so I'd recommend Adagio or Harmony. I mean, they both suck, but better than nothing. Kinetic Triggers for PvE. You got Eye of the Storm under pressure, Encore, Heating Up, and Keep Away for PvP, and Dymatic for PvP. You got Subsistence for PvE, plus Shoot the Loot, a few other ones. Like, there's a few good ones for PvE. It's mostly just purely how good this perk is still. If this perk sucks, then it's pointless. If it's actually decent, then it might be good. I don't know. Depends. We've got the Lethal Abundance. It's also got Onslaught, but it's got Target Lock, Keep Away, or Target Lock Dymatic, so way better. Tap Trigger Dymatic, way better. Keep Away, Tap Trigger, better. PvP, obviously. It's got the Collective Action, PvE, sort of. Hatchling, PvE. More of a PvP gun, in my opinion. Elemental as well. The Sever thing. So, yeah, it's better for PvE, or PvP. But still, not sure. We'll see. Just really depends on how good it performs. Tiger Spite, they updated. Um, got a couple decent rolls. It's got Frenzy Subsistence, which ain't bad. Connect Trimbers plus Subsistence ain't bad either. It's got Overflow, which is good for PvP and PvE. It's got Moving Target, which is good for PvP. It's got either Storm or Kill Clip for PvP. I'd recommend either or. Personally, Kill Clip is really good, but either Storm ain't bad either, so yeah. We've got Scatter Signal. Okay, Signal. My brain don't work. Um, Hilarious, they put Encore on a fusion. Yes, technically it works, but you will not get a precision to get the bonus for it, so kind of useless in my opinion. Kind of a dumb perk combo, but whatever, Bungie for you. Um, Controlled Burst for PvE, 100%. Kickstart, PvP is okay. Adagio, PvP as well, or PvE. More of a meme thing than anything, in my opinion. We've got Overflow, which is good for PvE and PvP, technically speaking. Perpetual ain't bad for PvP either. So it's got a few roles, or a couple roles for each. Hatchling's purely for memes, either or. So if you want a meme, use it. Otherwise, no. don't do it. The new Pulse Rifle for comp is actually really good. Like, no joke. It is ridiculously good. It's got quite a few rolls. It's a 4 burst. And, dude, this thing is pretty nasty. It's got Keep Away. It's got Eye of the Storm. It's got Vorpal. It's got Elemental. It's got Rapid Hit. It's got this new Slice perk, which is casting your class ability allows this weapon to sever targets on hit for a brief duration up to a maximum number of targets. I don't know what the fuck that means, but yeah. I think they missed some words there, but we'll see, whatever. It's got Zen Moment, it's got the new Destruction perk, Deconstruction, dealing sustained damage, grants bonus damage against vehicles and constructs and partially fills the magazine. Damage with primary ammo against constructs provides additional progress. Not that good of a perk in my opinion. It's got Head Seeker, it's really good. Moving Target's not bad either. Kill Close not bad. Hatchling for the memes, of course, like always. And Zen Moment ain't bad either. Like, this is a really good, solid PvP perk. And of course, it's got the different things: handling, stability, recoil and stability, and handling, which honestly is probably the best one. Oh, it loses handling, sorry, so maybe not. And stability handling, but I feel like this is probably the best one still. We'll see. It's not a bad pulse by any means. It's really good. So honestly, farm 100% go farm for it. It is in comp, so have fun with that. It could be a while. The Stay Frosty's coming back by looks of it is the pulse from the Dawning event. It's got a few good rolls still. It's not the best pulse in the game by far. Lightweights are still really underperforming, but Bungie's afraid to buff them, I guess, because of Nurgle. If you know what Nurgle was, back in the day, in the beta, it was the most dominant weapon in the beta by a massive margin, and that's why Lightweights got nerfed to shit and have never come back. They're afraid to have a Nurgle meta again. And trust me, that meta will literally blow the socks off any other meta, because that shit is cracked, as they buff them too much. But it's got Head Seeker, it's got Kill Clip. Killing Wind ain't half bad, it's okay. Heating Up's really good, and so is Encore. So as all, this thing's still really good for PvP. For PvE, it's more not really oriented that way. It doesn't really have much of a perk for PvE. It's mostly purely PvP. I mean, there's nothing really super great for PvE in my opinion, so I wouldn't recommend it. Let's see. We've got also the Imperative. Let's do that. Reese Walker. This is this. Ice Soul came back. Cold Front. And whatever that is called. That's the new trace rifle. Let's see. Let's look at these. So Imperative came back. They made it craftable. Sad they did this, but not spare rations. Just saying. Spare rations should have been 100% craftable. It's got some okay rolls. It's got triple tap with kinetic. I know a lot of people like that. It's got subsistence kinetic, subsistence adrenaline junkie. It's got keep away opening. It's not that great, but keep away's kind of useless on the scout, truthfully. So I go no distractions opening, or no distractions adrenaline, rapid hit adrenaline, rapid hit explosive, something like that for PvP. So it's got a few good rolls. It's not too bad, but it is a scout, and scouts really just don't feel like they belong, in my opinion, in either sections. And I personally love like Polaris and Jade Rabbit, but I just never feel like they're that good. They're really purely long range and nothing else. So if you're gonna sit back, use it. Otherwise, if you're gonna have close and mid, there's no point. At least not these slower ones. We got Reese Walker that came back. It is a lightweight from Iron Banner dude. I'm really excited for this because it's finally got opening shot. They gave it slide shot opening. They gave it surplus. They did take away the quick draw though to give it opening, which is unfortunate because the quick draw really made it unique because not many had that anymore, but that's okay. They gave a slide shot opening, which is the best combo there is. Yes, there's technically what you can craft it right now, but this does give you the origin trait. So kind of good for Iron Banner farming and stuff. So I'm kind of happy that hopefully they buff lightweights a little more to make it more useful. But yeah, it's okay. It's not half bad. We like it, so I'm glad they made Reese Walker okay when they brought it back. They made it really good, so we like that. Thank you, Bungie. The new Super Cluster, Legendary Kinetic Shotgun, comes from the seasonal stuff. It's got an okay roll, some okay rolls. I am a little sad it doesn't really have a PvP roll. I think that's really dumb. They gave it Slide Shot, but not opening. Like, opening is the main thing for slugs. Like, come on, Bungie. But it does have a couple good PvP rolls, or PvE rolls, sorry. It's got Reconstruction. It's got Fourth Time's a Charm. Surrounded Vorpal, both very good. So, yeah, it's not half bad. For PvP, I would use Slide Shot with Fragile Focus. I know it seems a bit weird, but that's really the best thing for it. Cascade could work really well for PvE as well, potentially, depending on how fast it goes. So, yeah. I know it seems a bit weird, because it literally is a bit weird. So, it's not that great, but potential. Maybe. Potential. We'll see. Eye of Soul came back. I'm excited for this, except they said no. They just straight up said no. They were just like, no, you don't get the best perks. So, PvP-wise would be moving target opening or moving target snap. That's the best option for PvP. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Those are the two best. People will have difference in opinion, but yeah, that's the best. PvE, nothing, dude, really. They gave it firing line, which is nice, but they gave it nothing in the other slot to help with mag or anything. And 4 in the mag, up to what, like 5 max? Yeah, 5 max in the mag ain't gonna cut it for firing line. So useless. So this is purely PvP and nothing else. So if someone told you it's good for PvE, they lied to you. There's nothing good on it for PvE. It's purely PvP, and even that's not that great. So, yeah, kind of sad about that. Cold Front, another Dawning SMG, another Dawning weapon to show up, SMG. Not that great of rolls at all this time around either. Doesn't have anything really to help it in PvP other than tap the trigger. Everything else kind of sucks. So, yeah, tap trigger Rampage would be your best option, or Perpetual Rampage would probably be your best option. Subsistence Rampage, Subsistence Frenzy would be the best for PvE, or Unrelenting Frenzy, Unrelenting Rampage. Those would be the best for PvE. So, got an okay rolls for PvE, but there are better ones that are also craftable, so probably wouldn't recommend this. This the new, this Trace Rifle, the new Kinetic Trace Rifle. Really hate they didn't give it anything to help it with slow. They didn't give it anything to make slow. They just gave it Headstone, which is it for freeze, which is really dumb. It does have Killing Tally with Overflow, which ain't bad. It's pretty good. There's a better one. The Trials one has a lot better roll for it, so honestly, kind of recommend it. But this ain't bad either. It's craftable, so it's a lot easier to get than the Trials one. So it's like the baby version of what it could potentially be. Or Cloud Cartridge. I wouldn't really recommend it for PvP. There's only a couple Trace Rifles that are really good for PvP, and this one is not it. So I would not recommend this at any sort of way, any form. Let's see, we stopped here, so let's go. Speaking of the Trials one, here is the Trials one right now. Here's this, here's this, here's this. We go for this, and then we go for, oop, like that. Alright, and we're gonna go one more, boop. Alright. This is the new Trials Trace Rifle, which I am actually excited for. This thing has got some crazy rolls, I think, in my opinion. So, starting off right away for PvE, we're going to start PvE because there's a few for it. We have Envious Assassin or Subsistence, both really good rolls for it. You can either, or technically maybe Slice is okay for either or PvE or PvP, I'm not sure. You've got Killing Tally, of course. You've got Hatchlings, which ain't that bad, just more fun, but yeah. And then you've got Target Log, which ain't bad for PvE either. Then for PvP, you got Zen Moment, you've got Perpetual, you've got Dymatic, you've got this, like I said, maybe. And then you've got Target Lock, Tap the Trigger. Kill Clip technically is good for it, but it's obviously very situational. Could be better in PvE, could be PvP, I'm not sure. You've got Encore for the beams, you've got Killing Tally for the beams. Like, all of these perks are really good in reality for either or, and you can use them either or. Again, it is you got Trials, so you have to farm for it, so you know, good luck trying to get the perfect roll, but it ain't half bad either. It's got really good combos, so definitely put that in the market. Definitely worth farming for. This is a new auto rifle. It reminds me of the Fusion from last season that was Stasis, I believe, or Strand, one of the two. It's same model, but auto instead of Fusion. It's got an okay roll set, not the greatest, but it's okay, I guess. It's got Dymatic for PvP with Onslaught or Golden Tricorn. That'd be okay. Rewind rounds 2 for PvE or PvP ain't half bad either. Got Subsistence, Surrounded, Subsistence Golden Tricorn, Subsistence Onslaught, something like that. Repulsor Brace with a damage perk, that could work too. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. It's kind of in between, like, maybe. So we'll see. We got the new bow. I'm really sad it doesn't have kill clip. I really wish they'd put kill clip on the craftable bow. That's just my opinion. So we'll see if they ever do that one day. I know they did do it technically for the Trials one, but they haven't done it to a craftable one. So just pointing that out. It's got successful warm-up for PvP or PvE, technically, depending on your thing. Golden Tricorn, it's not that bad for PvE or PvP as well. Explosive Payload is okay for PvE. Surrounded's kind of okay for PvE, but I mean, it is a bow, so you're not going to really be close to that, so probably not that good of a perk. I feel like Impulse Amplifier is useless. Repulsor Brace, if you use like Gwyn's Vest, or not Gwyn's Vest, whatever it's called that gives you the explosives, that would work. So it can change your element with this, so you can change the element around, use so you have 2 elements in one. I mean, there's potential here. It's not the greatest. It's craftable though, so you could potentially make something good out of it. Potentially. We'll see. Glacier Chasm's coming back. That's the fusion from the Dawning event as well. It's got Controlled Burst and Overflow, probably the best one for PvE. PvP, I'd recommend either Under Pressure, Slide Shot with Successful Warm-Up, or Golden Tricorn, or Reservoir Burst, Eye of the Storm, something like that for PvP. Not the best, but, it's okay. They're okay. Then there's PvE, I'd recommend Reservoir Burst as well for PvE, obviously, with Overflow. So, something like that. They're not bad. It's not the greatest fusion. There's better ones you can craft right now, I think, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I wouldn't say it's bad either. It's kind of like 50-50 odd. We've got the Albedo wing, which also appears to be a Dawning event. Yeah, a Dawning event. Glaive, and sadly it's not a Stasis one, it is an Arc one, and they didn't give it Volt Shot, so I'm kind of depressed by that, not gonna lie. But it's got a new perk called, what is this? Beacon Rounds. Final blows with this weapon grant your projectiles tracking. Dealing further damage extends the duration. So you'll basically have like a grenade launcher, a rocket launcher that tracks. Not literally, but it'll be like that in a sense, because it'll be tracking and do a lot of damage. So potential there. Clown Cartridge could be okay on it, I guess. I don't know. Not really good with glaives. Not know much about them. Immovable Object. Not really think that's worth it now. That could be okay. Plunge Angus for this side, close to melee, is probably the better one of the two. Not the best, but the better. High Impact Reserves probably could be okay, at least for PvP maybe. I don't know. Attrition Orbs I don't think is worth it. Deconstruct Trash, Blood from Gold Trash, Demolition. The Golden Tricorn could be really good on it. Potentially, if you could get it procced, it could do a lot of damage. Potentially, maybe even one-tap in Crucible. I don't think it'll one-tap because it's only a 50% increase, so... But... I don't know, mix it with like Radiant, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when it comes out if we can get a roll to test out. The new grenade launcher for Nightfalls, I believe. It's basically the replacement of Forbearance, but not really, because they didn't put what needed to be on it, which was that explosive one. Can't remember what it's called, but yeah. So the best thing for this is probably either Volt Shot or One for All with Abyssion. Assassin, that'd probably be the better ones. Or Demolitionist is okay too, I guess, with like a Drill and Junkie or One for All. Those are okay. Bait and Switch, I don't really think is worth it. Yes, you do get a 35% damage increase, but it is on a special and it's a wave frame. It's not like it sticks to anything, so I don't really think it'd be worth it in my opinion. But not really that great. It's okay. Not great. We'll see. The new Haycan they brought back from season of whatever it was. I didn't really like this thing before, but this thing actually got really good perk combos this time, so might be worth it. It's got Kill Clip, it's got Keep Away, that's insane. It's got Zen Moment, which is okay, but not really good in that spot personally. Rapid Hit Kill Clip's okay. Rapid Hit Golden Tricorn's okay. Rapid Hit, and that's about it actually. PvE, Repulsor Brace, and something else, Wellspring, Demolitionist, something like that. I mean, it's not that great. Golden Tricorn could work, Kill Clip could work, PvE as well. It's more of a PvP in my eyes, so, which still sucks because it's 180, but potential because it's Keep Away and Kill Clip. We'll see. Potential. Let's see. We got Waking Vigil that came back, which I'm excited with the updated perks, or was until I saw them, and I'm not so excited, let's be honest here. A lot of these were a lot sadder than they should have been, I'm not gonna lie, and try to soft code it. They're pretty shit, some of them. Waking Vigil. Rapid Hit Opening, Rapid Hit Kill Clip is the best role for PvP. You got Envious Assassin, though, that could also be good for PvP, but mostly PvE. With Volt Shot technically could work, but I don't really think a Volt Shot's going to hand cannon. Maybe Dragonfly or Collective Action, but I really don't think that's that good. You get to use Shoot to Loot as well. Like, I feel like it's more PvP oriented. I wish they would have kept Slide Shot, though. That would have made it a god roll. If you have a Slide Shot Kill Clip, Slide Shot Opening, no, you have the best roll in the game, and you'll never see those again. Obviously, so yeah, 100%. Sad they're not craftable as well. That kind of makes me sad. This Pulse they brought back, which is also craftable. It's got the same perk combos, several perk combos that are similar to the ones on Jurassic Green, but craftable, and I never got the ones I wanted for Jurassic Green, so this could be fun. Heal Clip, Head Seeker, Heal Clip, Incandescent. Those are the two perks I want. This for PvP and this one for PvE. I always wanted those together to see how good they are together. You've also got Feeding Frenzy, Incandescent, Feeding Frenzy, Golden Tricorn, got Moving Target. Like, there's a few rolls, Harmony, but they're not really that good in this sense when there's other ones that are way better right now. So, I don't know. It's okay, purely for me, and it's not a rapid fire, though, like Jurassic Green, so that's the only difference, but it's got the same perk combos I wanted to try, so it's worth it. So, we'll see. We got the Scholar Potential, which is a new Arc Energy Pulse, which is a rapid fire, which we already have one that's for free for everyone from the Crota raid. I'd recommend you go and try to farm that one and get the normal and adept, or normal one at least, because it's going to be better than this in a sense, because there is an adept version. And it's free and you don't have to buy a season, so I wouldn't recommend this if you don't have the season. Don't buy the season if you want this specifically. It's already free for all. But it's got Keep Away Head Seeker, which is really good for PvP. It's got Golden Tricorn as well, which is good. It's got Overflow, which you could use for some stuff for PvE and PvP. Most of these perks aren't really good for PvE, so Golden Tricorn is the only thing really with Overflow probably for PvP, or PvE, sorry. But that's about it. Not the best perk combos, but yeah. Vouchsafe they brought back, which honestly, again, I don't really like Scouts that much, so not really great with this. But it's got a few PvP technically with Rapid Hit, Explosive, or Rapid Hit, Golden Tricorn. You can technically use Rapid Hit Destabilizing Rounds if you get lucky, it could work. 4th times Dragonfly, 4th times Destabilizing, 4th times Golden Tricorn, definitely good for PvE. It's got Repulsor Brace and Destabilizing Rounds, that's really good for PvE. So it's got Moving Target as well for Golden Tricorn, like that could work for PvP. Like there's a few, they're not the greatest, but they're okay. It's just kind of like there. Retold Tale they really destroyed, in the sense they didn't add opening to it. They refused to add opening to an energy shotgun. The only one that has it right now that is a precision frame, is the one from the raid, the Guard Salvation raid. And they won't make that craftable, which was people thought was going to be craftable this season, and it's not. So they might add that later, maybe, just to try to entice people to stay. I don't know. But it does have an interesting perk combo. It's got Slide Shot or Quick Draw, and then it's got Barrel Constrictor, which I actually like. I have it on another shotgun. I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty cool perk. It's not actually half bad. I just wish Opening Shot was here. It would have been a lot better, but we'll see. It potentially could be really good. We'll see. PvE, it's got the Stabilizing Repulsor. It'd be weird to use, but technically you could use it. It's got 1-2 Punch with Repulsor Brace. That could work too. Lead from Gold could work. I don't really like Lead from Gold too much, but it's possible to work. Not the greatest, but it's okay, I guess. Retrofuturist. I still have the God roll for this, the old generation God roll. But yeah. So they didn't put opening on it, which is sad, but they did give it Snapshot, Quick Draw again, like it used to have, which was really good back in the day. It does have Barrel Constrictor as well, which I feel like is a little useless, but also could be useful, because their biggest problem is because it's a square. So maybe this could work, potentially. We'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe I said that. I don't think it's a square, actually. I might be wrong about that. Is it a square? I don't know. We'll see. I don't remember. PvE, it does have 1-2 Punch. No, it does not. So, in my opinion, it's useless. Vorpal and One for All and Transpire aren't worth it on the lightweights. I don't think they're worth it on these. Or not lightweights, sorry. Yeah, lightweights, sorry. Yeah, I was right. 1-2 Punch and lightweights or rapid fires are the best, in my opinion. And if it's not on that, I don't think it's worth it for PvE at all, period. So, that's my opinion. Don't have to agree with it, just the way I see it. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got a lot of weapons this season, I won't lie, but it is sad that a lot of them suck by a huge margin. Or we already have some that's better, or the exact same that already exists, so it kind of puts the rest of these as useless. Sad but true. People are going to be upset about that comment probably, but it's true. You just got to get over it. The truth is the truth. Let's see. Okay, so there you go. We got Twilight Oath back, which I am excited about. It has a really cool god roll. It's got Snapshot Opening, or you can use Opening with Incandescent opening with Kill Clip, which is a little weird, I know, for PvP, but possible to use. So they brought Uzumi back as well. It's got Snapshot with Incandescent, Snapshot Tricorn, Snapshot Vorpal, Snapshot Explosive Payload, Snapshot is about it for PvE. Or PvP, I mean, those could be fun different roles. Fourth times, Precision fourth times, Golden fourth times. Vorpal could be okay. Clown Cartridge Vorpal, stuff like that would be good for it too. For PvE, we've got the Parabellum. Not really a PvP or PvE role. Heal Clip, Frenzy, or Dodgio is probably the ones I'm going to go with. And that's for PvE. I don't see a PvP role personally at all. It's worth a crap to try. Subjective, I don't really like it. For PvP or PvE, it's got a like Golden Tricorn Subsistence, it's got Volt Shot. Like, it's okay, but I feel like Ikelos does this better because it has Fiend Frenzy with Volt Shot. I feel like that's a better combo than the rest of these. Under Pressure and Golden Under Pressure Swash. It's like not really good role in my opinion. I think Subjective's pretty trash for both. Doomed Petitioner, it's got Reconstruction or Envious with Golden Tricorn or Precision Instrument for PvP or PvE, sorry, or Surrounded. Those are good PvE perks. It's got Keep Away Moving Target for PvP. If you're going to use it for PvP, that's about the only thing there is for PvP in my opinion. Or Golden Tricorn, I guess, maybe. But mostly I think Keep Away Moving Target would purely be the fun of it. That's it. But yeah. We got Avalanche. Avalanche has a couple roles. Dymatic with Target Lock or Dymatic. Yeah, so it's got a few good roles. Definitely PvP is okay with, and then it's a PvE oriented thing. Avalanche is really good. It's mostly PvE oriented and really good at PvE roles. So honestly, I judge great for PvE. Can't wait for it to come out. The Mercado 45. Surrounded tap the triple tap, probably the best for PvE, or yeah, that's about it. Onslaught for PvP maybe with Threat Detector, or honestly maybe not Threat Detector, but that's about it honestly. It's not that great for PvP. Got okay roll for PvE. Potential at least. We'll see once I get one. The Krook's Termination. It's got really good rolls for PvE. It's got Reconstruction, Envious, Slide Shot potentially. It's got Cloud Cartridge, it's got Bipod, it's got Explosive Light, it's got Surrounded, which is interesting. Like, this is a really good PvE rocket. Not really anything for PvP, but purely really good rocket. So PvE especially, it's got a lot of cool rolls for PvE. 100% recommend for PvE. Sleepless, not really that good. Doesn't have really anything for PvE or PvP. Truthfully, it's kind of disappointing a bit. Really disappointing. Abide the Return. It's got a few rolls for PvE, no PvP. It's got Whirlwind with Relentless or Incandescent for Relentless. You know, some fun, but also PvE only. This is the new ritual weapon for everything. Best roll is the stabilizing rounds with Repulsor Brace. I don't really think anything else is really good. Relentless, the stabilizing could be okay too, but Attrition Orbs I don't feel like is really that good of a perk, truthfully, on a sword at least. So yeah, wouldn't recommend that. Double-Edged Answer's got a couple rolls. It's got Whirlwind, Surrounded, Vorpal, Destabilizing, and it's got Relentless. It's even got Repulsor Brace. So it's got a few good rolls for PvE as well. Zephyr is back. We'll be back for Dawning. Surrounded, Vorpal, Relentless, or Cold Steel Relentless. Chain Reaction Relentless could be okay too. Those are the rolls for PvE. Yeah, it's all the weapons. Another thing I found, which was interesting for exotics, the ornaments are really cool, so you should definitely look at some of the ornaments. But there's something new called Overflowing Dawning Presence. So yeah, we'll see what that's about when the Dawning comes out. It's an exotic, so yeah. That's all the new weapons and stuff, so hopefully there's not that great of ones, but hopefully you find something that you like. You never know, right? If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. If you like any of them or want to talk about them, leave them in the comments below. Tell me what you think about them. Y'all have a good day.